Today we're testing a driver that costs £129. It's been on the channel before. It is by McGregor, but it's not being tested by a man who doesn't like to spend his money, and is also the perfect swing speed for this club, Dave. So Dave, you might have seen this on the channel. This is the McGregor V Max Speed driver.
Looks like somebody's been not quite hitting it off the centre, but it looks like them.
Well, to be honest, it performed exceptionally well for me out here. Numbers inside were just again what you'd expect, because it does only come in a regular shaft, so that's why we've got it in your hands. First of all, what's your thoughts?
It looks a bit bright. That V does look sort of, it does stand out a lot.
Yeah, so and again on the face you can certainly see there's certainly a lot going on.
Which might help me, because I do struggle to hit the centre of the face, as we all know.
You certainly do. If you miss that V, there's calls for retirement. But head cover, Dave, you're not happy with that?
I'm not happy with it. What do you expect for 129 quid or whatever it is?
You're not going to get a premium leather head cover. And
but if I liked it, that could always get swapped for super premium, which would be my Leeds United head cover.
Yeah, but after all, is a head cover going to make you play better?
If it's Leeds United, possibly.
I doubt it. It's not even in today, sports fans.
No.
Right, let's see how this goes then. So, again, it only comes in a regular shaft, so for me, that maybe have obviously hindered those numbers. I still obviously thought it felt pretty good. Obviously the flight on it was pretty impressive. So let's see how it performs for Dave. Obviously Dave has done his usual. He's had a bacon and tomato sandwich warm up. So let's see what the first drive of the day will do. Again, a little bit low, Dave. It came off pretty fast still.
Yeah.
Sound wise?
A little bit tinny.
Yeah, what you'd expect maybe.
Not terrible.
Let's hit one more. Your tee's gone forward. I don't want you to lose your tee. I know what you like. Let's go one more. So Dave's got a new driver coming, guys, and that'll be on the channel very soon when we do receive his new shaft, which if you have been watching the channel, you'll have seen Dave had a fitting at SGGT, tried all the shafts out, tried all the heads, and he's got a new combination, which was rather impressive in that fitting. So like I say, is on the channel already. Well, we've got some consistency from Dave there. Let's see where they've gone. Not Dave's best.
Driving never really is my best, is it, Chris?
No. So, although not Dave's finest shots, you can see consistency there in distance-wise. Two poor strikes, unfortunately, but we are getting some consistency out of it. After all, Dave, it's £129.
Just consistently bad.
It's not going to work miracles. But right, Dave's all set up here. So £129 this driver. I've certainly enjoyed it. Dave so far hasn't. How will it do here at Woolly Park? Certainly not performing as well as his latest one. So you'll see on screen there, 140 yards carry, running out to 170, so quickly way down on his fitted driver. So again, I'd like to say that is the club, but I think that is more the individual who's got it in his hands.
You could say that, Chris, yes, and I would agree.
Dave has been driving it well with his new driver, so let's see 3 shots here. That's a better shot there. So that's carried, and we'll see that's carried 175 and ran out to 210, Dave. So right up there with exactly what you thought with your driver that's fitted, maybe 10 yards behind.
Yeah.
But we know obviously that was a very premium and premiumly priced shaft in that. So the TPT Nitro shaft, very popular shaft at the moment. Let's see the final one, because after all, we want some kind of consistency, more so front to back. And that's 2 identical ones to finish. Again, they're a little bit shorter, 170 yards carry, but absolutely flying down there in the fairways. Fantastic condition here at Woolly Park. So again there, 170 yards carry there, running out to 205. So consistent on 2, Dave.
Chris, not lost the tee.
Tee's gone. Consistency there, Dave, though. Obviously, one bad shot was more you.
Yeah.
So, again, if we're talking value for money with this, are you saying that it is worth £125
Oh, definitely.
of 129?
Definitely. The first shot was basically because I'd not taken any notice of how you told me to set up with a driver. And the other two were more like it because I was doing what I was told.
Yeah, not launching maybe as high as your
No,
new fitted
but
shaft.
that's going to be the shaft, isn't
But
it?
£129 worth the money. But let's jump back now over to Waterfront to another difficult driving hole. So interesting numbers there, obviously, with Dave. So not quite as far as his newly fitted driver, which we are waiting to come from SGGT. But we know that it's got the titanium head. We know that it comes in 10.5 and 12.5. So Dave might be suited better to that 12.5 degree head, as we know in his fitting that we have lofted Dave up a little bit. But he's going to hit a couple now into the breeze down here on the second. Again, we've got an oversized sweet spot, McGregor claim, but Dave is yet to find that.
You could say that about most clubs that I hit though, Chris.
And again, we can see a better shot there, still low, so we know that this shaft is designed to be a higher launching shaft, but we certainly see from Dave's fitting we got a shaft that did get you that launch, Dave.
Yeah, and I don't think this really suits me, if I'm honest.
No, and it's the age-old question, obviously, are you better going for something like this? Again, £129 you can get this for. I think 119 was the cheapest I found it. It's got everything to say it's going to go high launch, but if you're still returning the club and the shaft's not working for you, then maybe it's not worth the £129. I certainly enjoyed it and would like to try it with a stiff shaft if they do bring one out.
But is it the club or is it me? I mean,
Yeah.
likelihood is it's whoever's on this end of it, isn't it?
It is, and that's the thing, we've got to have good, obviously. Well, again, we've had the same swing on your fitted driver, Dave, and obviously a little bit more expensive shaft, although the shaft probably costs 5 times this driver.
Yep.
Did get the ball flight that Dave was looking for. Again, consistent, nice little draw. It is running, it does look like to be coming off quite fast, and we did see that, Dave. Just
Yeah,
obviously,
that wasn't too bad for me, wasn't that?
no, we're not getting it. And again, Dave, obviously, if you was getting into golf, would you obviously look at something like that?
If you're starting out, I mean, I'd always say, personally, go and start with something that's second hand. But if you then move on and decide to carry on playing, and you're starting to get into newer clubs, then yeah, you don't want to be spending like £2.5 by the time you've bought irons, new putter, wedges, and woods and a driver.
Yeah, so certainly an option there. And for me, as always, it does come down to your price point. So what are you looking for? Are you looking to obviously just get something to keep you playing golf, or are you going to go to that next level? Are you looking to join a golf club maybe and you want to get some fitted clubs? We always would suggest fitting, but it also depends on your budget, depends what you're looking for, it depends what you're playing your golf for. If you're looking just for maybe some enjoyment, then you don't need to spend all that money. Again, only comes in a regular shaft, so that's going to obviously limit the kind of market we're going for. For me, worked very well. I'd love to try it in a stiff shaft to see if it can compete up there with the premium brands. Again, titanium head, you know the sound you're going to get. The performance for me was pretty good, but would you be looking at this kind of price point? Would you be looking at this kind of driver? Get in those comments below, and what else do you want to see Dave try out?